Morning. Happy self-loved Saturday. We have a really super, intense topic today. And that topic is, what do we do when life sucks? Or another name for it could be, what do we do when life throws us a curveball, right? What do we do when things are just not going our way? And how do we stay in the flow of the self-love life? Well, here, let me just share you one thing really quickly. I'm Cindy Sharp. I am a intuitive self-love therapist that help people to lean into their soul and to love up their human so we can be in this human experience in a big, beautiful, loving way. So our topic for today is, what do we do when life throws us a curveball? When it sucks, when things are struggle, when there's a challenge. And I just have this beautiful story to tell you. So I came up with this topic because a lot of times when you're sharing love with others, you are sharing it based on things that you've learned in your life, things and stories that people have told you. Hi, Bling. Love you, buddy. Or other things. And that is how you come to these ideas and this creative thing to share. And I do the self-love life. I always like to just share this really, really quickly is because I've lived the unloved life. And I've lived the unloved life because I got a lot of rocks thrown at me through life. And I didn't know how to take my racket and bounce them off. I just let them come in, let them suck in, and just kept carrying those rocks with me. And someday I'll tell you my story because you will enjoy hearing that, I'm sure. But let's go back to what happens when life really sucks. And let me share this with you, is that here is this kind of story that will tell you a little bit, based on an experience I had this week. So I have this experience where I have been working on something for a long time. I've had a goal that was like, this is it. This is the goal. This is the thing that's going to take me and project me to this next space that I want to be in. This wasn't about success. That wasn't about money. It wasn't about anything but being in a space that energetically loved me up and supported me. And so think about like, I'm standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon and I got my arms up and I'm looking up and there's this beautiful eagle flying over my head and there's this warm, warm breeze. And I'm just like, yeah, baby, I'm there. All this work and I'm there. And then all of a sudden, something comes from behind me and woof, smacks me in the back. Bam! I'm on the floor of the Grand Canyon now. It's a dark crevice. And I'm like, the wind's been knocked out of me. I don't even know how to feel. I'm not even sure exactly what to do. I'm like, oh my God. How was I? Life is great. Here I am. And then I'm down on the canyon floor. And so what do you do in those moments of life? We've all had them. I'm not the only one that's been pushed off the edge and been on the crevice of a dark hole at times. I'm not the only one. Hi, Kathy. So I want to say to you, what is it that you do? What is it that you do to keep yourself in the energy of the self-love life? And you know what? I'm going to tell you something that's a shock. Are you ready? Get shocked. Because it's not what everybody else would tell you to do. Everybody's going to tell you, oh, just rise up. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Don't worry, this soon shall pass. Haven't we ever heard all these things? God for stinking bid. Really? That doesn't work for me. I have to internally rise up out of that canyon in my own space, in my own way. And here's what I do. I lay there. I look up, because in the self-love life, we always look up. So I look up and I breathe and I get my breath back. I get the energy of my breath back because it just got knocked out of me, right? When I hit that floor, when I hit that dark floor of no longer being in the place where I'm feeling really connected to the beauty and the perfection of this life. And so as I'm laying there breathing and looking up, many thoughts are going through my brain, and some of them aren't so loving. Some of them aren't so happy. Some of them are not filled with joy. So what I'm going to say here is, it's okay. And this is the shocking thing that I'm going to say to you. We don't just bounce back. We're not Tigger. We're humans. We're this beautiful spiritual being. We're in this human experience. Life is fine. And sometimes it's not. We don't just bounce back. We're on the top. Now we're laying on the bottom. It's dark. We feel it in our body. The thoughts in our head start reeling. Those old thoughts. Wow, you did it again. How did you get yourself here? You always do good things. How in the world did you do this? Did you bring this on yourself? Did you take the wrong step? You know, all these thoughts start going through our brain. Old thoughts that maybe are old programming that have been told to us by somebody that is not true. Whatever it is that somebody told you that was negative about you is not true. So as you lay there and you take your breath and you look up, there's only one thought that you need to have. I'm willing to move forward. Man, this hurts. Man, this hurts. I'm laying there. I'm breathing. This is painful. But I'm willing to move forward. And how you do that is you slowly but surely I sometimes crawl. I just roll back over and kind of get up on all fours and go, okay, I need to stand now because I'm willing to move forward. I feel crushed by the incident. I feel like I fell way off where I was moving forward to and where I was going to, but I allow myself to get up and be willing to move forward. And living the self-love life, the first step of living the self-love life is I am willing. I don't know the way. I am not exactly sure, but I am willing to try. And when life throws you a curveball, it sucks. When you get thrown down to the bottom of that crevice, that dark crevice, and you feel like I'm not going to get out of here, I'm really stuck. Just breathe, look up, roll over, start crawling with a willing heart. Pretty soon you'll stand tall. Pretty soon you'll be climbing back up that mountain. It may be one step at a time, or it may be you'll take big leaps because that willingness sends your energy into something that is so important. And that willingness sends your energy into the energy of the divine of all good. Because your soul is willing. Your soul is willing to love you when you don't love yourself. Your soul is willing to believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. Your soul is willing to stand by you, with you, within you, and part of you, even when you don't love yourself. And all you have to say is, I'm willing. So today, I would like you to think about this in your life this week. If something throws you off, if somebody pushes you off the cliff, like it happened to me this week, how willing are you to breathe, to look up, and to just let your soul love you with willingness? Willingness. How willing are you to live the self-loved life? The self-love life is not a perfect life. The self-love life doesn't mean we live in mansions and somebody's, sending us hors d'oeuvres over or waiting on us, or we're drinking champagne, whatever it is that you might look at as successful. What it means is through all walks of life, through the good, the bad, and even the ugly, when we're down on the canyon floor and can't even see the light, that we are willing to move forward and that we are willing to try. That's it. It's that simple. So that is my message for today. Be willing this week. Be willing to love yourself. Be willing to get up. Be willing to crawl. Be willing to breathe. And be willing to look up. And if you'd like more love from myself as an intuitive love therapist, a couple of things. Reach out to me and I'll share with you a few things that I do. I work with people one-on-one. I do amazing nature sessions, workshops, laughter yoga. Believe me, there's all sorts of fun stuff going on when it comes to the self-love life. But I also have a webpage called, are you going to guess it? I want to hear. theselflovelife.com. Go there and you can get the 10 easy things to love your life today. 10 easy things to love your life today at theselflovelife.com. Love. Namaste. You are loved by me. You are loved by your soul. You are loved by your body that works for you all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I'm grateful to be able to bring this to you today. Sending you love.